If you haven't watched the Diddy documentary, I'm not even gonna lie to you. You need to watch that shit, bro. I know this shit's been on your reels, your TikTok, everything like that. I watched that shit as soon as I seen the Lil Rodney clip talking about some nights women will be in the bed, and some nights he will be in the bed.
Some days those girls next to me woke up. Some days he was in the bed.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Time out on that little shit, bro. Wrap it up. I'm going home, nigga. And you was talking about, and I was wondering why I was sore.
Still not
like the one Jamaican girl I seen. Yeah, he was fucking on in your body, straight up, deep penetration, bro. Like it's been so many niggas who's in the industry that's low key DL, cause of, well, I can't even say cause of Diddy, but Diddy brought it out of them, I guess. Yeah, today we're talking about the Diddy documentary and like hella things where I took as scripts and notes, and like I'm just venting about this shit because it's one of them documentaries where after you watch it, you just look at the person like they're already in a bad light because of what's coming out about them. And then there's just this shit. And niggas talking about 50s hatred or like, oh, I've never been this level of like hate ass nigga. I'm not saying I'll come close to it. But nigga, like he said, bro, he took offense to the shopping shit and said, I got something for you. Believe 50 when he said he got something for you. Because after I watched that Trap Lord Ross video when I was younger, not to mess with 50 Cent. Bro, like I said, bro, if I ever meet that nigga, I'm treating that shit like Pop Smoke in that one studio session. Nigga, I'm taking notes, nigga. And you're giving me notes. Like I said, bro, in the script of this video and like where I talk about it, the production that they did, like the production is like a 9 out of 10 in my opinion. Where they use certain parts of people talking about Diddy's character and everything, and it would show clips blatantly Diddy's character. Where it was one clip where it was Baz or somebody else off of like one of the reality TV shows he had and everything, and like she showed her contract to the lawyer. He was like, you're getting fame, but you're not getting fortune.
They're offering you fame and not fame and fortune.
She still signed the contract at the end of the day because, you know, Diddy, Bad Boy, all that lore, plus she was from NY. And I'm also still here like, he told y'all not like y'all are cooked to read the fine print. And he laughing in y'all faces. He was being so dead ass with y'all, bro.
Make sure you have read the fine print, because once you're in, it ain't no way out.
And this also ties into my point where, like, when I was first watching the documentary, I said, nah, this nigga's a master manipulator. Because I didn't watch this shit not one time, not 2 times, not even 3, 4 fucking times. Because I was still finding out shit to add in the script and put in the notes section of the script while I was watching this shit. This nigga is a master manipulator, but it does stem from his mom, which when, like, before the documentaries and everything was coming out, it was people doing their own research and homework and everything. And I was also like, cause my mom told me this part where like his mom was like basically indirectly grooming him. On my, like literally on my 4th watch through, and like, I'm peeping, I'm like, okay, I got like the black extortion films and everything, and like how I guess she would be slinging dope or like selling shit in Harlem from time to time because they stayed up in Mount Vernon and everything. I understand like lower enough for niggas not touching the Cadillac and everything, but like what lost me, the parties. I'm like, okay, the party's straight. Soon as they said they had the stage, I'm like, oh, whoa, this is where his mom was grooming him. J.S. Combs, which is Diddy's mom, had Tim Patterson and fucking Diddy dancing on the stage as kids. Had pimps. Like, I'm going to say that as it is, strippers or prostitutes. Just at them parties and everything. And bro, it lost me when Tim said, oh yeah, there might be a few, like 1 or 2 Knicks players in that bitch too.
A member of the New York Knicks? Or 2?
Who the fuck do you know that well, nigga? Damn, you got the whole block in that bitch, plus basketball players. And so at that point where it's like, okay, you can see where like literally you're a product of your environment, but you were in a bad environment, bro. You just living up to too much shit that you don't need to be living up to, bro. Like, your dad was a gangster. You tried to be a paper gangster and you mixed in with that street life in certain shits too. Like I said, where this nigga's mind works is just on some manipulator shit all the time. When he was talking to the lawyer, basically, he was probably trying to make his own documentary to portray him in some type of light before 50 got all that footage. And in my head, low-key, I think 50 got that footage intentionally to just have that nigga around him, and that's just extra clips for the documentary to see like cause you can see the spiral of this nigga from episode 1 to episode 4 to when he gets arrested and everything. Like Capricorn Clark said, like when she had Prime Puff, and it's like, Puff, you're 50 now and you're still taking ketamine?
I had Prime Puff. The man is like sure of himself. Now you're 50 plus, Puff. How do you even take ketamine? How is this fun for you at 50-something years old? Like,
this nigga was taking ketamine. Like, I did not know this shit, bro. Like I said, I was that one juror. I grew up with like knowing the music he was involved in, like 112, Faith Evans, Biggie, like everything. But nigga, I didn't know the fucked up side, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, cause kids our age wasn't saying, oh, Diddy was the reason why Tupac got killed. Nigga, I was hearing for the longest, oh, nah, Tupac is out in Cuba living his best life. Nigga, Diddy tried to get that nigga up out of there twice and fucking failed, bro. What are you talking about? That's what I said in my notes. I know he was fucking fuming when he sent out the hit for the first robbery. That shit ain't work. His greed was off the chain because Andre Harrell, which was an executive for Uptown Records, which was Diddy's technical, like, first, internship, because, like, what he does, which is really smart, like, network, dead ass, bro, because this is what is literally helping me keep doing my own shit without, like, fucking working a regular 9 to 5. Got in through the internship for Uptown, everything like that, worked his way up, was the errand boy / water boy, nigga, getting the tapes, everything. Like, basically, being teacher's pet to the point where, like, he moved up to A&R, everything like that, lived with Andre Harrell, and all these things, and he's taking notes off of the person's mindset, and everything and everywhere around him, from the music side and everything. But going back to that nigga's greed was off the chain, like, with his artists, with other people's girls. This shit can tie into 2 stories, bro. I forgot who was Misa's, like, ex originally, but he was saying, like, it was the light-skinned nigga, and I don't think it was Heavy D and the boys, but it was another nigga in a collective, to Misa's girl. Kim Porter was Al B. Shore's girl at first. And it's just like, does every nigga's side piece gotta get took? Suge's girl from ATL. And this was like where me and CJ was talking about this shit. If he did not touch ATL's side piece, I wouldn't say Biggie, because it looked like he was still trying to get him out of the picture. But Tupac would have still been here. And no, East versus West would have been like that, because literally, like they said, it straight up wasn't no East versus West, nigga. It was Bad Boys versus fucking Death Row. And like literally looking at it, I was 05, but like looking at the imagery at that time, it was Bad Boys versus Death Row. Like, there was no other labels or like artists keeping a consistent like track record like that. And I remember the point, like, besides him having like the mentorship from Andre Harrell and everything out of town, like, that nigga still wanted to be the center of attention. And the most important line where this nigga took and like used it for his own mindset was Andre Harrell saying, "You're more important than the artist."
I don't care who the artist is, you're more important than them. The artist don't work without you.
He is known, and like, same thing with Suge Knight, he would bring out his fucking artists and shit. Suge Knight was fucking security and pull what Diddy was trying to do, but from the street nigga perspective, and it's still having this shit going in the most like different way. I don't know where Kurt Boros was talking about. Maybe they have, like, not maybe the artists do have better contracts and everything like that. But nigga, when I'm hearing the horror stories of Michelle getting beat on in the fucking studio to hit the notes properly by Suge Knight, but I can't lie, the music industry is fucked up. And the part that lost me in the first episode when Joy O'Neal was talking about how Diddy sexually assaulted her and was playing that shit at parties and everything. You're known for your parties. Why would I, like, it just goes for any party, and like, people's standpoint, why was y'all letting this shit slide, bro? Why was, like, I'm sorry, I don't even, because mind you, with Aubrey O'Day's story where she got sexually assaulted by Diddy, she was basically drugged and got R-worded, because like her like speaking about this was like so traumatic, where it was like she don't even want to know if this shit is true or not, and she just put it out her head because that's just how like fucked up the experience was for her and everything like that. And it's like, y'all putting parties or not like getting into parties no more, or what the fuck you want me to do? I just got sexually assaulted. What the fuck? And this is 91, 92. So it's not even like where he was really like creating Jodeci, Faith Evans, Mary J. Blige, all these niggas is yet. You're still just an intern at Uptown, bro. And then like other shit too, putting hands on Misa right in front of the fucking record company. And no one he was closer to getting fired for the Stampede incident than for putting hands on Misa, fucking over like. That's why I say the music industry is one fucked up ass place, and like I'm overly staying away from that shit now. Like even the head of security was talking about it. He basically went back home to New York while this whole court case was happening too. One by his lawyer's advice, but also in the documentary trying to look like he's a nigga love Harlem no matter what. But like when he come home and everything, like it's like you try to treat yourself like the hometown hero, or because you're from NY and them niggas do ride for them niggas no matter what the fuck they go through. It is literally to sway the public's opinion and everything. He taking pictures with them niggas, everything. Like he was literally like in one clip in episode 4, I think he's trying to frame Dawn from, I forgot another group he made, but it was Dawn and Kalina Palmer and everything. And Dawn put out her case against Diddy, and that nigga was like, nah nigga, I just did you was just on my last album, everything like that. Now I'm a monster and fucked up person. You done shit to people, bro. Just cause you did shit 20 years ago and a nigga fucking with you 3 years ago off an album deal, like you're known, nigga, you're a fucked up ass person. You almost got your assistant killed on the first day of working on the job cause she knew Suge Knight.
Hey, I didn't know you had anything to do with Suge. Like if something happens, I'm gonna have to kill you.
It's too much shit where he said, did, and like it's just like you just gotta like really see this shit. And I'm talking about it now, and still I can't even follow my script properly. Like everything ties into everything. Like this has been an ongoing cycle and pattern of this nigga's behaviors, actions. Everyone let it slide because like, or somebody said, it was Tim Patterson actually, where like, oh, you got this many hits and everything like that. You changing the standard for music. Like you got other record companies saying, nah, I need my artist to be just like how you got these niggas popping out and everything. In my opinion, I'm comparing him to DJ Khaled because he is one of them type of niggas, bro. You don't know notes for notes. I don't remember my shit no more. I haven't touched my pen in like the last 7 years, bro. And everything like that. But you're not a producer who can tell what note is from what. You have a good like ear for ear candy and everything, and that's nice because you are a party promoter too. So it's like those things do work hand in hand to each other in all those certain discrepancies. But you once again network and use people because he had Mark Curry in there to let niggas know if this shit is hot or not. It's literally what connections this nigga knows to help him around him. Like if Diddy didn't know Zip, he wouldn't have known Southside Crips and another factions and everything like that. And then Zip wasn't Orlando's nephew, but Orlando Anderson was like one of the, I think was the main person who shot Pac or some shit like that and everything. And even the other nigga from the Crips who was asked, oh, do you know who killed Biggie? Nigga said, next question. You know that little shit was Diddy, bro. And like the former LA Las Vegas PD officer was talking about that shit. Once you start making inroads on Tupac's murders, then you're going to start making inroads on Biggie's, and that leads all the way back to Diddy still. And Kirk Burroughs was talking about it like, nah, this week where like we rented out all these cars, hired all these drivers to drive out to Las Vegas, like the Tyson fight made sense. But like literally, if the one who stole the fucking chain, which is also Diddy's doing, and like fought, like if the one who, like I think I still don't remember if it's Orlando Anderson or somebody else, but if one of them Crips didn't try to steal the chain in the first place, which was Diddy sent out because he said specifically, nah, I need that death row chain to prove a point to these niggas. You and Suge are beefing about a dime, which is really not even a dime anymore. It's about you killing Jake, which is his man's, and then in front of this nigga's face, nah, bro. Whoever signed out your mans, we finna up rocket on him. You're the murderer. You're the reason why, like, literally, bro, Mark Curry took this shit too. Y'all would have been off better working regular 9 to 5 than signing your fucking everything away to Bad Boy Records, bro. Straight up, nigga. Because mind you, the greed I'm talking about. If he's in a music video, pays himself. If he's featured on your song, pays himself. And fuck, I look like using the company studio, because technically it's his, but that's still company shit. Every time I hop in the studio, it's $100,000. Bitch, what's good? What's good, bro? Because, bro, I'm reading Kurt Burrow's accountant paging and everything. 4 sessions, $400,000. My nigga, all I got is my first advance. You don't even pay us. Like, literally, in the contract, too, for a Biggie's one, because, like, he re-signed a different type of contract before he passed away. Gave this nigga everything he wanted in that contract. And he's gone. Changed the contract after his death, and even Kurt Burrows know that shit was that type of fucked up. Where it's like, bro, I can't even go through that shit. 90 days later, Gang and them is up out of there. And he did the same shit. No. Yeah, the same shit with Captain Corin Clark with the Kid Cudi situation. But it's like, yo, bro, this is greed, bro. Like, you make it seem like you have these niggas' backs, bro. You don't. Force that nigga Kirk to sell the 25% of stocks that he had in Bad Boys. It's too much, and too much this nigga's gotten away with. This one, like, literally, it sent me into a trans spiral. Biggie is your biggest artist. Everyone knows you. Niggas could have bought your solo album that came out afterwards. You sent him to the West Coast to not only basically die at a party to have on Off's territory, but not only that, to steal the cover from this nigga for the album that he had was coming up. You know that's your biggest artist. You literally had him set to go on a European press tour. And then you like, nah, fuck all that. Party. Plus we getting this nigga murked. I'm sorry, nigga, but it's never that serious, bro. It's really not that serious, bro. Like, the greed is off the chains, and it's still going on because technically he just knows how to change with the eras. I didn't even, like, literally, all I know is his straight 90s shit. I did not know what the fuck he was doing in the early 2000s. And what the fuck he was doing in the early 2000s, this nigga just knows how to shift with the time. Because at the end of 89, he hitting the, don't you talk to me. Like, he's hitting that shit in the back of dance videos for the 80s. And out shit with the 80s moves. The 90s, low-key made that wave and making other waves and stealing other shit too. And everything like that. And then in the 2000s, he's like, I don't know how this nigga's on them waves every single time. The fucking reality TV trend, like, he dropped the clothing brand and everything like that. And when life is supposed to be going worse for niggas, it's just his shit going better. Cause nigga got the J-Lo, everything like that. Still got back with Kim Porter. Had the twins. Had the twins just now in a fucking other clip. I'm seeing basically them trying to not diss 50, but basically say, we stand behind our dad, and our dad ain't do nothing wrong.
Don't let the haters bring you down. Just keep going. Keep chasing your passions and dreams, no matter what. Yeah. Do not let negative people get between you and your...
Nigga, he had Justin in there killing niggas just like with him, bro. What are we talking about? He's put hands on friends, his own mother. Like, literally, bro, when Kirk said he turned to his mom and slapped the shit out of her, there is no going back. Straight up, bro. Straight up. If I was Kirk, I come in at office, bro, my homeboy trying to prove a point from getting neck from a bitch, and like in my face, I'm leaving the company. There's no like, unless like I don't even, there's no exception for that shit, because this was a regular office date. Buzzed them in. Literally just said it. He just wanted to see her throwing out that neck and everything, and she just left and all that. And he was just like, nah, I ain't want you here for nothing. Fuck you. Am I supposed to look like a third party? I don't want to watch this shit. Fuck up my face. Even reading more things through my notes, I forgot. Yo, this nigga is just rude and disrespectful as fuck. after showing all the people in NY hella love, he in the car talking about, oh yeah, I need a shower, peroxide.
Going on out here, it's time to cleanse. I gotta go under the water. Water gotta be boiling hot. Put some peroxide in that.
Could have been fine with saying, oh yeah, I need a shower real intensely because I've been around a lot of people, everything like that. You could have said that shit. He lost me at peroxide. You calling these niggas dirty, basically, bro. And then you got the one clip of you talking to Shawty. Like, Shawty say, oh yeah, you look good. He's like, I smell good too. Come back. I ain't gonna lie, that's a good hezzy. But like, you're Diddy, so I ain't gonna lie, I don't think I'm using that little after I heard you say it first, and it works. Smells him, everything. He was just on the phone with his girl, like, in the start of the episode, but he said it. And to my knowledge, I don't think he married anybody, bro. And everything, because, like, when they said Cassie's 10-year relationship, they didn't say marriage. They did not say marriage. I think it was only Kim Porter that got married. I'm still not even certain about that. Because, bro, Kirk was, like, shocked after he beat the brakes off of Misa into the car well in the front of the fucking Uptown Records. And, like, Justin was born, like, a year or 2 years later. And he was just like, it was a bad moment, bro. It was a bad moment. I can't co-sign that. I ain't even gonna lie. That shit. And then just grooming and manipulating the people around him because of Dawn Richards putting out her case against Diddy and like their history of like everything else as like being, I wouldn't say a bad boy artist or just being someone that they worked with collectively and everything. But it's like, you can't call them a zombie because they are traumatized to the shit that they did.
This brokenness done got niggas motherfucking acting like motherfucking, you know, when zombies get big, yo, I'ma send you the shit right this fucking second.
And it's not a down in the dumps ass situation, bro. Cassie was the opening light, bro, because I remember about hearing about Lil Rod's situation the whole time before the fucking documentary came out. He's telling it, that's not the full truth. This is a certain part, like certain bits and pieces where you already have to see him kill somebody and then them saying lie to these niggas and the man just ended up disappearing afterwards. That nigga's dead. That nigga's dead, straight up. And then like he said, everyone just acting in the studio like shit is straight. Him participating in technically sex trafficking for going to the club. It's legal sex trafficking with like really weird like quotation marks and terms behind it, because all I gotta do is pull up to the club and like wear a hat and the bitches know I'm Mr. Him and they get brought back to the crib like that, and then you and your son participate in free calls, bro. Like, I'm not letting my kid get that close to me. Me and my kid is not like taking out bitches together, bro. No, bro, fuck no. Jesus Christ, bro. And like, this nigga as a man, a father, just everything sucks. And like he's admitted to is like, I'm a bad friend. I'm a bad boyfriend. I just want one girl and a couple girls on the side. Are we dead ass right now? You're 50 something acting like a hoe on the phone like, yo, and mind you, I told my man's hang that shit the fuck up, bro. Cause all shawty do is smiling in your face, nigga. And you over here. I know you want to scream in the crowd. What type of Riz is that? When was the last time you went on tour? And last time you went on tour, you brought, it was a bad boy reunion, yeah? So you brought the niggas who was popping on your tour.
You want to scream in the crowd, I know you do.
And that's why I said, once again, greed and using people. Kalina Palmer had like a custody battle issue going on with her family and everything like that. She asked Puffy for 5 bands for the lawyers. Saying, yo, bro, I'm gonna get you back. He never helped her. Then when Dawn Richards came out the cut saying all that shit about Diddy, she was like, oh, nah, bro. He was basically like, oh, nah, she's tweaking out like a zombie who just got bit, bro. I need you to come out and make a statement for me. And literally, how the interviewer was asking questions, she was like indirectly instigating, but she was like, so this was like your opportunity to show Puff that like he can't just come in your life and use you for shit and like get away with it. And she was like, yeah, cause she was like, you know, I was fucked up where like I needed you, my nigga, and you still wasn't there for me. And that shit hit, cause it's like, real deal, you seeing like even in this day and age, bro, like you seen the 4th episode where like low key the life drained out of this nigga and everything like that. Cause nah, like earlier on, bro, you was happy as shit riding your bike and everything around. And why? All these cases coming out at you, you talking about the brokenness is getting to niggas and everything like that. It's not brokenness, bro. Like you have people, like you have your circle like around you so tight where Lil Ronnie felt it come through enough. I think it was Cake. Yeah, it was KK. Once again, I gotta get my chef's kiss to like the Hatred production, where 50's on his little like promotional run for the fucking shit, the straight news stations that's getting shown in jail alone. So no matter what channel did he flip to, and when it's news time, you just see that like all 32 teeth shiny as hell. I ain't gonna lie. Put me onto your dentist, please, bro, and everything. But like, nah, bro. That nigga gets what he deserves, bro. Like, I hope they do convict him for, like, Biggie's murder and Tupac's, because even, like, his mom had no respect for that nigga. Because I think it was in the documentary just now, or another clip, where she was talking about, like, oh, no, like, you seen the lives that got lost by Tupac and Biggie. And she should have said, like, this was nothing to do with the individual artists themselves. They're fucking, well, not even their executives. Diddy got them fucking killed. Because yes, we could go different ways about it. If that was not Suge Knight's dime piece, oh, that would have been one factor, and everything like that. Why? Like, that's not the, like, mind you, this is why I'm pissed off with Diddy. He did this shit with Kim Porter. He did this shit with Misa. He did this shit. Oh, he didn't steal J-Lo, but like J-Lo was low key passed around in the early 2000s too. But who else in the 90s? I only know about Misa and Kim Porter. Cassie in the early 2000s. Cassie had a boyfriend. His name was fucking Ryan. And I don't think it was the first, like, it was one song that, like, it's literally one of her popular songs. And I'm hearing it and everything. And I swear to God, if I go look at the credits, bro, and Diddy's the rapper on it, because he was like, oh yeah, you need a rapper rapping this part and everything. And he's trying to vibe and bop his head to that shit and everything like that. And her boyfriend's in there and that nigga felt uncomfortable, but it's like, he got back with Kim Porter at that time. Why are you still plotting? Why? Well, he was always plotting, but like, it's like, bro, whoa, bro. Next studio session, Cassie's boyfriend is no longer to be seen. That's what the head of security said. Then she got signed to a 10 album deal. Son ain't right. Son ain't right. I just lost my dime. Mind you, if I was in Ryan's standpoint, I'd be mad and livid, but like, you go get it. But you know, I guess we not shit no more, because I know in that it was saying, I got you with this deal. You just gotta drop Ryan and come with it. Like, that's another thing I was talking about, bro. I don't know how niggas is okay with this lingo. Because I think it was the Hot and Wild special, or like another like radio clip where this nigga said, I like how you pour that drink, daddy. But like, this lingo from the 90s now, bro. Y'all, no. Someone had to say, yo, pause, bro. Or look at him crazy. Because no way you this scared to get thrown out of a party because a nigga call himself daddy. Nah, you gay. You weird, bro. I'm not calling you that shit, bro. Literally, bro. And then last but not least, we talking about the fucking baby oil. Like, yo. Mind you, I didn't even think there was something off with the baby oil. Like, literally, they were just talking about the freak offs, and I know somewhat about freaking it. I need to watch the Hulu documentary. GHB, which is like a liquid type of drug, and shit. He was putting that shit in the baby oil. I'm like, what the fuck? And then, like, because they hired a male prostitute. And, like, Diddy was low-key moving like a cuck at first, because he was letting Cassie crush that shit and everything. And mind you, when they're, like, seeing each other, at first, before they got hella more comfortable, he was putting on a persona, like, called Frank Black. And once again, like I said, bro, the production, chef's kiss, because it was another clip in the fucking documentary off of one of Diddy's stories. Guess what we see in the corner for the split 2 seconds, and Diddy zoomed onto it. I didn't peek this shit till my last watch through. The MacBook said Frank's MacBook.
He would literally pick the laptop up,
I was in that bitch like, he cooking. This hatred cooking to a different degree. I know he was in that fucking editing studio session. Like that one Young Thug meme of him fisting some shit on the computer for Lil Durk, bro. Like, I'm just saying, bro. he got to get thrown under jail. Those 100 civil cases about what type of fucked up shit he did got to get stopped. I don't know how the jurors was like okay with like the like decision they came by, but once again, even the vlogger was talking about how with the court case going on, his production team was like this close with certain people and basically not even like swaying their opinion and going to tell niggas to go lie to their social media about what was going on. And like literally, I showed CJ this shit last night, but it was literally around that time where they had fucking straight AI bullshit on my mom's fucking YouTube homepage about a Diddy child, bro. And she was watching this one with like Cat Williams, apparently in the child talking about Diddy and shit. And I'm hearing this shit, bro. I'm like, and my mom was eating it up at first. I'm like, you know this is AI, right? And like, I really hope some old people did not get their opinion swayed or believe certain bullshit that was going on in the trial. Because even niggas who was like jurors and the vloggers was just like, they'll hear something later on, like, because it was like a minute where they couldn't be on social media, but hear something later on and be like, that ain't fucking happened in the court case and everything. The only thing that was like, everyone was saying, oh yeah, which was facts, was like when he kept looking back, but it's just something he does because like literally one of the jurors said she was from the generation who knew about this shit and she watched In the Band or whatever the fuck, the band show and everything. He would just be bopping his heads when like he strongly agree or disagree with some shit, which is something you see from his personality, but like I don't care. I really don't care no more and everything. And like it's just, I don't feel no excitement or joy, but it's just like, damn, bro, like the life is getting sucked up out of you and it's because of what you did. So really and truly, it's praying for the victims and everything like that. Oh, like if he just does this only 15 months, bro, that's that. I really don't care and can't do much, nigga. I don't know him, bro, and I don't want to meet him or cross paths with that nigga ever, bro. My friends keep making jokes and I've passed his island, bro. I live in fucking South Florida. Shit is there. Thank you for watching until the end of the video.
Leon get the bitches, but you know that's cap.